poverty among the people. The state government has presented checks to about 10,000 individual beneficiaries under the state palliative program. The presentation, which was third in the series, was held at the Conference of Governor's Office at Daybreak. Last details.
Flagging off the ceremony on behalf of the governor, the Commissioner for Budget, Mr. Daybreak, said the initiative was to reduce the economic hardships faced by Ekiti indigents after the first subsidy removal, which had led to increment in the cost of living. Mr. Daybreak noticed that the initiative, which started in October with 10,000 beneficiaries from the informal sector on board, was devoid of any political coloration.
Some criteria were adopted, such as widow, those who have lost their husband, those who are aged over 65 years, who believe are way past their best productive years, and those who may have dependents, which obviously their income may not be enough to look after. And of course, those who are physically challenged are also top among the list that we chose.
According to him, the individuals were selected through an existing and revalidated social register developed in year 2013, adding that other palliative strategies introduced were extended to government workers and students.
To express my appreciation to His Excellency, the Governor of the State, Mr. Daybreak, for his heart of kindness and for graciously approving the payment of these monies to indigent Ekiti citizens and inhabitants. This is a demonstration of the commitment of His Excellency to the shared prosperity agenda, which brings support to those at the bottom of the economic ladder and ultimately help in bringing an end to poverty in the Ekiti state.
The beneficiaries, who included Mr. John Babatunde and Mrs. Victoria Ibimilua, lauded the governor for the gesture. Toba Babalola reporting.
The state governor, Mr. Daybreak, restated his plan to fix an amount for regular monthly payment of gratuities for pensioners in both local and state levels. He gave the information at the special prayer session held by the pensioners in the state at the Lady Gibo World Government House at Daybreak. The forum was part of pensioners' gratitude to the governor on the prompt payment of the pensions and gradual deferment of their gratuities since inception of his administration. Toba, last details.
The pensioners who were in a press mode to guard were joined by Governor Daybreak, his deputy Okinlua Munisade Afuye, the SSG Dr. Abibat Adubiaro, other ESCO members, and some state lawmakers at the event. Different renditions also came from some of the retired workers, while prayers were offered to God in Christian and Islamic ways for the governor for more divine wisdom, guidance and strength to govern the state to greater levels.
His Excellency, that you give him enablement and the wicked one, let not come to the reality of light in the name.
The chairman, Nigerian Union of Pensioners, Elder Joel Akinola, who said the prayer was a quarterly one, noticed that the latest edition was held at the government house to appreciate God in the life of the governor who had been walking the talk for the retirees. He thanked him for the timely payment of their pensions and asked for more, especially during this Utah season.
So we thank you very much that you consider our body despite our wretchedness. We thank you very much. This has been the pattern and the lifestyle of the government.
Governor Daybreak, who emphasized the efficacy of prayer, praise and worship, maintained that these had been working for his government since inception. Governor Oyebanji noted that his desire was for the pensioners to get their gratuity as at when due.
So, all the promises we have made to you, all those areas, we will crack it. We continue to pay. Once they finish what they are doing, they come back to us. We are not going to allow that to delay us. We are going to follow until it all. We must conclude this. But I know that first quarter next year will come to meet a position on this matter. My desire is to ensure that you collect your gratuity while you are here on hand.
The governor assured the people that his administration would address the consequential adjustments for those receiving meager monthly pensions and promised the pensioners of a personal largesse to celebrate the Yuletide. Toba Babalola reporting.
In the meantime, Governor Oyebanji has charged Special Assistant to the President on Student Engagement, Mr. Sunday Achefon, to represent the state well and ensure that students' expectations from the federal government are achieved. He gave the charge while receiving Ekiti-born President's aide in office. In his office in Daybreak, Governor Oyebanji described Sunday Achefon as a student's activist, urging him to sustain the tempo in his new appointment. He thanked President Bola Tinubu for the appointment and urged him to do more for Ekiti reputable citizens. The essay to the President, Achefon, who acknowledged President Tinubu for the honor, promised to live up above board and relate with necessary stakeholders at the federal level to bring Sokoto student cause across the various campuses. The Commissioner for Youth Development, Mr. Adebayo Adeshola, thanked Governor Oyebanji for his support for the development of youth in the state.
Commitment to Ekiti cause as the President, and most of our citizens have been engaged at the federal level. His appointment, having left the office as NAS President, now as NAS President of the President of Student Engagement, is a testament, to his performance as NAS President, and I encourage him to live up to expectation. And as a government, we collaborate with him and support him to ensure that he delivers on the mandates and the expectation of Mr. President. We have to make them to the President, and we are still hoping for more appointments for our citizens.
To the team, and as such, I will also use my position as an assistant to the President to make sure that anything that belongs to students, when students are having issue, I always there. And for my students, we also have an opportunity to also apply for maybe a token, as in for upkeeping, that will be going to account of the student loan. And this, the government is also prepared that once you are being given this loan, when you graduate, there will be opportunity for jobs so that you can pay back. So I appreciate the President for that. And like I said, GNC Pulse will be given to all the student union across the country.
Ekiti State Deputy Governor Kila Munisade Afoye has charged the newly elected chairmen and councillors to use their performances to prove that the local government system is central to the development of the nation. The Deputy Governor gave the charge while receiving the chairmen and councillors elect from Ikere-Ekiti who paid a visit in Ado-Ekiti. Adedayedele has details.
The Deputy Governor, who congratulated the elected chairmen and councillors on their election, urged them to justify the confidence reposed in them by the people. Okinlo Afoye lamented that the poor performances of some council bosses had created the widespread impression that the third tier of government does not deserve any purpose, urging them to work towards changing the narrative.
We have sent worship on the local government, we are now understanding. We are going there to prove to Ikere that your own tenure will be different. Amen. Which is a year out. Go to anywhere, go to the individual's house. Go and appreciate them.
She urged them to make Governor Biodun Oyebanji and the APC proud by delivering dividends of democracy to the people. She emphasized the need for the incoming elected officials to prioritize good governance immediately they are sworn in to convince the people that the system could turn around the fortunes of any nation if run properly. The chairman-elect Ikere local government, Mr. Olu Adamolekun, who spoke on behalf of others, promised not to betray the confidence reposed in them.
We are going to run an inclusive government, looking for the achievements of Mr. Governor so far. So it cannot be far from his template. It cannot be far from the template of Mr. Governor. Based on that, then we know what to do. And of course, we shall be consulting the authorities time to time in order to forge ahead in the course of my administration in Ikere.
They thanked Governor Yebanji for the love shown them before, during and after the polls. Adidayo Adile reporting.
The State Independent Electoral Commission has given certificate of return to the 38 local government chairmen and 177 ward councillors elected during the December 2 local government election in the state. Performing the ceremony, XCX chairman, retired Justice Colonel Sagintayo, attributed the success of the election to the cooperation enjoyed from the political gladiators and people at the grassroots. The chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Mr. Paul Omotosho, highlighted the importance of local government and the elected local government chairmen and councillors to replicate the giant strides of Biodun Yebanji's administration at the state level in their domains. He noted that the APC, as a party in the state, will continue to fight for the interests of the masses. Some of the local government chairmen, including chairman-elect of Report in Fedodun local government, Benga Oluwatui, Ajoni LCDA, Michael Ogunbemi, promised to emulate the successes recorded by governor at the local government. XCEC had declared all the candidates of the All Progressive Congress winner in all the local governments in the state.
Diligently, transparently, and to the best of my ability, God helping me, and God has helped me thus so far.
The Ekiti State House of Assembly has passed the year 2023 Supplementary Appropriation Bill of over 144 billion naira as requested by Governor Biodun Yebanji. The bill was passed into law at the plenary presided over by Speaker Mr. Adio Yaribasoye at the Assembly Complex in Ado. The Majority Leader, Mr. Toluige, highlighted the importance of the bill to the economic development of the state in line with the governor's agenda, while the lawmaker representing Ekiti East Constituency 1, Mr. Oladele Opunshakin, supported the